What to do, Airheads? Air here, back for your daily update. That's right. Every single day I get you the news. We get caught up in crypto Twitter. We take a look at the charts. We dissect some coins, and we have fun with it. Short, sweet video here I got for you. As you can see, the market is bleeding pretty much across the board to start today. We are down, about 0.75%. Alts are bleeding rather hard, but don't worry. This is all according to plan. We are in a larger ascending wedge formation. Breakout typically to the downside. A breakout could look like something like this blue line where we touch that bottom of the channel, blast off the top of the channel, bottom, top, before the bottom falls out, where we can then build off of it and enter into a true bull market. Now, this aligns with the previous bull run. So you got your 2017, 2018, and compared to the 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 underneath here into the 2018, 2019. You can see they are following a very similar pattern. I mean, the dips happen at the same time, the rises happen at the same time. It looks like we're about to the top here. So does the bottom fall out? And then we kind of retrace a little bit before we get into this winter and into next year and pump for the halving. A lot of people right now are saying spots are not there. Spots are dead. Retail is too broke. Stuff is too expensive. Groceries are too expensive, that we're not going to get the pump. Well, I'm here to tell you we don't need retail. It would be nice if they were here because it would help us. We have active spot applications right now. And here is the total AUMs: 9 trillion, 4.5 trillion, 1.5 trillion. This is going to pump Bitcoin's face off to the moon without a question. So far, since the beginning of the year, Bitcoin has been doing the same thing where we pump our face off, retrace, fake out, break out to the downside, and then whoop, break up. Fall off again, fake out, break out to the downside, pump up. So I would expect us to do the same thing here where we fake out, break out to the downside and pump up. Where does that pump go? Who knows? Maybe we stall out at that 31,500, 31,800-ish again like we did, or we touch the top of the channel. Now, I don't know that we have enough momentum there without these ETFs being improved to hit 35,000. So the more likely story is we dump before this blue line plays out. So we come on down to the downside. We get into an accumulation period. We start accumulating our Bitcoins because guess what? Right around the corner is the halving and all these ETF applications. And then boom, we are blasting off to the moon. I'll tell you this, something needs to happen across 1 month to 1 year time frames. This is the quietest we have seen the coin since after March of 2020. Historically, such low volatility aligns with the post-bear market hangover periods. Reaccumulation phase. So there's no spot orders. Volatility is low right now, which is insane. Bitcoin's acting like a stablecoin. It's more stable than Tether right now. I mean, we've been pretty stable with this little exception here, really since the 24th of July. More often than not, these descending wedges break to the top side. However, given that we are so close to kind of the market top, that 31,889, I am planning for both scenarios. I'm planning for a breakout to the top side and a breakout to the bottom side. How do I plan for this, right? Well, you trade the channel. You long it when you're at support down here and you short it when you're at the top. You're going to catch the breakout one way or the other. If you cannot find an entry based off of this channel, then you play the liquidity. So here's the liquidity. This is what Bitcoin's looking like today. So about 28,600, 28,700 is what we hit today. You can see we dipped into this liquidity and then we bounced off. I would expect this to continue. Now, whether we bounce up to 30,000 or not, I just don't know. But as long as you're entering into your positions off of this line, the momentum isn't so strong down, you should be on the winning side of whichever way this eventually breaks out, but also get a bunch of small scalps in the meantime. This is a boring, about $100 range that we have been in now for quite a while. I mean, we're at the 7th of August already, and we've been in this range since the 24th. Since that initial breakdown, it's pretty much just been a sideways chop with this exception here on Tuesday and Wednesday, but we pumped up and retraced it. So my advice to you is, number one, wait, have patience, let it hit this liquidity, enter into a long. If it comes up here, enter into a short, move your stop losses up. You will be on the winning side of the trade. Now, I don't recommend trading this right now until we get into a proper range or hit one of these liquidity licks. I don't know, because right now it looks like we don't have momentum to even really get above 29,500. So that might be kind of where we're sitting, and it's even lower than that. So looking at liquidity, there's not much above us, but it's heaviest at about 29,300, 29,400, which seems to be our ceiling at the moment. So that could be a good place to look for a short and just kind of trade that 100 or 200-ish dollar range. Golden pocket wise in this most recent run up, we're at about 28,500. 28,500 is pretty darn thick, as you can see on this map. So I'd expect us at some point to test that, to take that. If we do, that's probably a good spot for a long. However, given everything that I'm seeing in the market, it's more than likely that we're coming down even lower before maybe the 0.702, 0.786 at 27.5. I mean, we could end up down here at 26,500-ish. This is just from this most recent run up. If we took the fib level from the bottom to the top, it would go in pockets even lower. The golden pocket currently sits at about $22,000 from the bottom of the run up to the top of the run up. So a retracement to that level is not out of the question. Hopefully we don't come down that low, but if we do, it's going to be okay, because we are going to hit that moonshot. We are. It's going to happen sooner or later. We're in a summer lull right now. We got spot ETFs that are just on the heels of being approved. I posted this in Discord. This is date filed and last possible review date. So it's looking like, so first of all, ARK Invest, Kathy Woods, they have until 1/10/24 to give them a response. The rest of these ETFs have until March 16th to get a response. Now, a lot of people are thinking that these all have to be approved at the same time. So if that was the case, we should get an answer before the end of the year, because ARK Invest last possible review date is the 10th of January 2024. So we got a larger time frame bullish scenario, which is we come down, we reclaim some of these lows, we retest some of these lows, we accumulate for a little while, and then we blast off into the moon. Maybe October, November, December, beginning of next year. Till then, I believe we are still going to be in a summer lull. I still believe we have a little more downside, and I believe alts are going to bleed. I believe alts are going to bleed another 20 to 50% as they are today. They're bleeding hard. You know, we broke out with that XRP news out of this larger descending wedge. This is total 3 market cap of all crypto minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. So this is your altcoins. It's looking like it's coming right back, and it's going to come back in the channel. So alts are going to go on sale even more. You're going to see some alts hit new lows, new recent lows. That's where we sit on Bitcoin. Those are the key levels I'm watching. That's what I'm doing, is I'm trading the liquidity licks. That way I'm going to be on the winning side of this thing. I'm moving my stop losses up along the way. And every time I do so, I make money. There's a lot of reports coming out over the past few days that hinted that leading crypto exchange Huobi, led by Justin Sun, might be going through some liquidity issues, while some of its personnel could have been arrested and questioned by law enforcement. A Chinese reporter posted on Twitter on the 5th, yesterday, or actually 2 days ago, that the Chinese police had detained and investigated a large number of senior execs for allegedly providing fund payment and settlement services for gambling websites. So they had a lot of outflows over the weekend, about $64 million worth, contributing to the overall decrease in total value locked on the exchange, according to DeFi Llama. Apparently, approximately a third of that stash is comprised of Bitcoin, whereas Tron's native token, TRX, and Huobi token are second and third, 26.5 and 20.3 respectively. Justin Sun coming out saying, ignore the FUD, keep building. Lots of back and forth between the crypto sleuths and Adam Cochran, basically responding to Huobi, who says that it's all FUD, ignore it, nothing happened. He's saying, this is a VC guy, the source has been verified as a senior executive at Tron, who has firsthand knowledge of the investigation and has been at Tron for many years. Whether you've been informed or not, your colleagues are currently under criminal investigation. My own personal take on this is Justin Sun is not to be trusted. He is a slime ball. He is a skis. He has pulled wild stuff in the past. Even CZ has come out and said so, where he tried to front run some of the giveaways for Arbitrum on their system. And Binance CZ came out and said, look, Justin Sun, if you transfer any money over to Binance and it's used for the airdrops, we're going to block it. And that's just one example of many. Google Justin Sun and you will see all the shady stuff that he has done and been a part of. So this would not surprise me if this was the case, and Chinese authorities are actually arresting and investigating them. Worldcoin has been raided. So they're raided in Kenya. Kenya was like their number one sign up. A bunch of 14 and 15-year-old and younger Kenyans signed up, got their eyeballs scanned. Got, I think, like $7 or $8 in Kenya. I think that's what the total they were giving away, which, let's face it, in some parts of Kenya, that's probably a lot of money. Police now in Kenya have seized documents and machines during a raid after the Kenyan government raised regulatory concern over the company's data collection methods. So this is coming around worldwide scrutiny now. We know what happened in France. Their offices there got raided too. France is raising flags. A lot of countries are thankfully raising red flags, saying, hey, this does not feel right. This, you're scanning people's eyeballs. There's some data concerns, some concerns that, we could 3D print an eyeball, and there you go. There you are. There's a lot of concerns here. I'm just happy to see that certain governments are taking this seriously. And by the way, this is outlawed in the United States. So Worldcoin's not even in the United States. Some big interesting news popped here. PayPal launching a stablecoin in its latest crypto payments push. PayPal USD will be pegged to the dollar. It'll be issued by Paxos Trust, which is the USDC guys. Stablecoins have yet to take off in consumer payment sector, meaning that no one's using stablecoins to pay for stuff. PayPal hopes to change that. This actually gives weight to the other stablecoins out there. So this actually gives weight to Tether. It actually solidifies Tether if this actually goes through. So this is bullish news. I'm bullish on this. I thought this was huge today. It'll be interesting to see if people use it to pay for things. That'll be very, very interesting to see, and how they properly roll this out. But this was the biggest news of the day right here, guys. PayPal is citing a shift in the tone surrounding stable coins as their reasoning for doing this now. Their shares lifted 2.5% in afternoon trading, reflecting a show in confidence in PayPal. And look, that's pretty much it for today, guys. Appreciate you watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Last but not least, hop in Discord, discord.gg/Alpha Aere. Join the trading clan. Tons of good information in here, from how to TA to just being part of a community. It's a small, tight-knit community. We're going to keep it that way. We're growing quickly. We've only been at this for about 2 weeks right now. And as you can see, people are enjoying Discord. The information in here, I should charge a fee for. I am not. I'm not charting any alts today because I'm charting them in Discord. I'm dropping all kinds of gems, and I am hitting them to the T. So if you want to be a part of a solid group of guys and women, hop on in discord.gg/Alpha Aere. The first 100 people that join who are active are going to be grandfathered into any type of pay gate I do in the future. So don't miss out on this opportunity. Get the alpha for free right now. Appreciate you guys. That's all I got today. It's a slow day. I don't want to drag this on. It's pretty much the same spot we were in last week and the week before. So what do you want me to do? That's where we're at. I'm going to keep updating here in Discord, searching for some alts, some gems. Since Bitcoin's not doing much, I'm going to try to find some plays on alt. So hop on in, give us a try, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.